Now this one's a bit different from my other tutorials, but I think it's still related, and I think overall it's a very important topic to consider, especially if you're starting out making videos. It is not easy to talk in front of a camera. Once this amazing yet nerve-wracking thing just turns on and points its lens at us and starts recording, we kind of just shut off and we kind of just forget what we're doing, and it's just hard to talk. Now even now, as I hit the record button and the video is on and it's filming me live, I still recognize a lot of those feelings of when I first was really nervous to talk about in front of a camera, and I still kind of am now. But here are a few ways that have helped me actually build my confidence talking to a camera that in turn I hope will help you. The first one is to have a warm-up period. You need a warm-up period. And I don't mean like practicing falsettos, unless that's your thing, that's totally fine too.
Tip of the tongue, teeth in the lips.
What I mean is to set up your entire studio as if you're gonna film an actual video. Set up all your lights, organize everything, clean everything, get dressed. Now, even if you don't plan to save this footage, just hit the record button. And as long as you see that little red dot in the corner, it's going to incite all of those feelings that you want to get rid of. You're nervous, but that's okay. Just simulate the entire experience. And then from there, forget your script and just start talking. Just remember your ideas and what you were planning to talk about that day, and then just let it flow. I think this habit of kind of desensitizing yourself by setting up the whole studio, recording, and just doing it over and over and over again, this act of repetition is just going to desensitize you to all of those feelings of nervousness, because the only reason you're nervous is if you aren't confident in what you're talking about. But if you're constantly doing it again and again and again, you're going to build authority, at least in yourself, in order to be more confident on camera. Now, the act of consciously and critically practicing is important, because just fumbling through your words and trying to figure out what you want to say, all of this helps you reorganize all your thoughts together. And then as you practice and you're thinking about what you're saying and you're watching back your footage, all of that helps you recognize how to formulate your sentences better and critique yourself better. And in turn, you're going to start forgetting that you were actually nervous to begin with, and you start focusing on, okay, well, how can I make this better? And then you kind of go in this loop, and you're distracting yourself from those feelings of nervousness and not being confident, because now you're more focused on how can I formulate my sentences better? How can I stop this weird habit I'm doing of flailing my arms around? Stuff like that just keeps you busy on the more important stuff, which is what you want to say and what you want to create and what you want to express to your audience. Now, secondly, aside from just repetition and practicing, is to think about who you're talking to. In person, yeah, maybe you're just talking to your camera, but in reality, you're talking to people. And the intention is to not make you more nervous by saying that, but it's to have you kind of relate and resonate with your audience more, because you're talking to people. These are people that are interested in seeing what you have to say. It's not just a static black box. Just keep in mind that you're having a friendly discussion with people in your niche, whether you're interested in board games or photography or skateboarding, surfing, whatever it may be. On top of that, just imagine that you're sitting here with your closest friend and you're just talking to them. How would you act? How would you express yourself? Maybe you don't have to be fully yourself, at least until you're comfortable on camera, but just imagining someone there that you're comfortable talking to will make you reveal more of your true personality. I think it's a great thing. Like how I'm talking to you now. I'm talking to people that love board games. I'm talking to people that love photography. I'm talking to people that hopefully are interested in the things that I've been doing. So with all that in mind, it makes it easier to talk to somebody instead of just imagining a lens staring right at your face. Number 3, remember why you're filming this video to begin with. Regardless of whatever topic you're interested in, you're filming this video because you want to send a message out there. You want people to see your creativity. For me, this is my creative outlet, and I genuinely love doing this. I love filming videos, I love doing B-roll and tutorials and reviews, and all of that is super fun for me. And for me, I loved cameras, loved the idea of that this little black box helps you make memories and capture important moments. And back when they were called camcorders, I loved just carrying that around while we were camping. Fourthly, is that a word? Number 4, if you're not confident on camera, think about why. What's making you nervous? Is it the bright lights? Is it the camera itself? Is it the fact that you're scared of what people are going to say in the comments or how people are going to judge you? I will be honest, dead honest now, and say that that is for sure the hardest thing that will break your confidence on camera, and that is worrying about what other people will say. And I have one solution to this, and one solution only, and that is you have to balance the amount of care you have for the judgment that you will receive. I'm not gonna lie to you and say you're not gonna be judged, because we're putting a video out there in public for everyone to see. We don't know who's gonna see it. We don't know what they're gonna say, but we can think positively and know that the majority of people out there that are watching our videos and our hobbies and our interests are interested in turn in what we have to say. Some people will just have ill intentions and nothing better to do and will criticize you in a way that's not helpful at all. But when I say that you have to balance the amount of care, I say that because sometimes people will give you a lot of really, really good constructive feedback. Like, hey, I think you're saying too much, or can you speak up? It's not loud enough, or the lighting's messed up. Like, you want that type of feedback. So you want to make sure that you're open to all of those things when they're put out constructively. Because if not, your videos are just going to stay stagnant, and our goal is to always make our videos better and better. In order to do that, we need some kind of feedback. So that's why I say that you have to balance the amount of care. You should care about the constructive feedback you're getting. You should definitely care about all of the supportive feedback you're getting, but you also don't want to let that cloud you from what you're doing, and make sure you're able to judge your videos somewhat objectively. Obviously, we are elated and super excited and super happy when we get, really good feedback after putting out like a epic B-roll video or a really nice video that we've worked months and months on. So stuff like that is amazing. But we also don't want to let that cloud our judgment, and maybe our videos weren't as good as everyone was thinking. And there are always going to be ways to step up our game and make better and better videos. And then we're going to reach those 1% of comments that they just kind of kill you, man. They just kind of kill you inside with what they have to say. But we can't let that get to you, because that's only 1% of our entire audience. And we have to anticipate that now. We have to expect that now. I'm not saying it's easy to disregard, but at least you are aware of the types of feedback that you're going to get. And considering all that is why I say you should balance the amount of care you have for the people you're talking to. And number 5 kind of goes along with what I just said, but number 5 is to critique your own work. I mentioned this earlier in like number 2, but we'll dive a little more into it. As you're editing your video, you're going to notice like a lot of little nuances that you do on camera. Now, once you start recognizing the little nuances that you do on camera, you'll be way more focused on doing that instead. Like instead, you'll be thinking about, oh, how can I fix that on camera next time? Or, oh, I should stop doing this. Or let me focus on saying it this way instead. You want me to tell you what my annoying little habits are? Here's one of them. I'll be so focused on what I'm trying to say that when I'm staring at the camera, I kind of just lose it and go into like this monotone, unanimated voice like this. And when I'm editing, I'm just like, why do I look and sound so... Because in reality, I'm just a very animated and excited person. I talk fast. And I recognize that on camera now, especially when I'm always looking back at my footage. Another annoying habit I have is I say, of course, a lot. And oh my god, it's so freaking annoying to edit every single one of those of course in camera. One other thing I do is that my scripts are underneath the table, and I'll like constantly look back to see, oh, what am I saying next? And I'll look back in the camera over here. And then as I'm going back to speak on camera, I'm like talking in the midst of going back up like that. So like if you look back at some of my other videos, you might notice that. It's because I'm looking back here instead of just staring at the camera first for like a couple seconds and then starting to talk. Right now, as I'm looking at the camera, I'll just talk as I'm looking down over here. So see, I have a bunch of annoying habits that I still try to get rid of. But when I'm focused on all those habits, it makes me more confident because I just forget about everything else. And I'm so focused on critiquing myself and trying to make my videos better and speak better and just make it more interesting and exciting overall. So the other stuff and being nervous and not confident, just it's not important, because what I'm trying to do is make the best videos possible. See, so I have a lot of annoying little habits that should make you way more confident when you're speaking on camera for your own videos. So to recap, here's what you can do to have more authority and more assurance and just overall more confidence when you are speaking in front of a camera. Number 1, have a warm-up period. Turn everything on, make it as if like you're recording an actual video, and just start talking. Having this repetition and just this complete focus on what you're trying to say and how you're trying to formulate your sentences will in turn keep you distracted from feeling nervous. The act of just speaking on camera in like a simulated experience is going to in turn desensitize you to how you're feeling. Because it's inevitable, right? If you do it over and over and over again, you're not going to be as nervous by just repeating that behavior. Wow, that sounded like a side class. Number 2, instead of a black box with a lens staring right into your soul, just imagine you're talking to your close friend, family, parents, brother, sister, whoever you're close to. This camera here is just a temporary placeholder. Number 3, remember why you're filming this to begin with. You're trying to show your creativity, you want people to see your vision, and you're excited to do this because it's fun for you. You know, this is something that you worked hard on and you want to share with others, so be excited in the process. Number 4, probably the most difficult one, and that is balance the amount of care you have for the people that you're talking to, for the comments that you're going to be getting, for the judgment that you're going to be getting. Be aware that there may be 1 or 2 people that just won't say anything helpful at all to you, but the majority of people will be excited to hear what you have to say. They'll be interested in what you're saying. They're happy to go along with this video journey with you. A lot of them in turn will give you very good constructive feedback so you can improve your videos and make them better every single time. And number 5, critique your own work. So you're more focused on your habits and your nuances that you want to get rid of, or things that you're trying to add to the video. So when you're so focused on fixing those habits and nuances, it's going to totally distract you from not being confident at all on camera. So be flippin' confident, okay? You worked hard to make this video and to put it out there, and it's not easy to put yourself out there, and you've taken a big step that maybe not a lot of people take. Be excited because this is fun for you, and in turn it's fun for us to watch what you're doing. And in turn, everyone's going to be excited to see what you have to say. Now in turn, I hope you found this video helpful. The next time you speak in front of a camera, remember all of these things. You're going to do great. And I will see you all in the next video.